Today I'm going to platinum Wolfenstein: The New Order. The game has a total of 50 trophies and will take me roughly 20 hours to complete. The game requires I complete the story on the hardest difficulty, Uber. Thankfully, you can actually get the trophy by simply playing the final mission, which I will certainly be doing. The platinum also requires that I get all of the collectibles and perks, which I will be doing in my first playthrough, so I only have to play the game once. Recently, I've been platinuming a lot of Call of Duty games on veteran mode, so I felt like something easy. I chose the easiest mode, and this is what it is. I felt very shameful during this moment. When we start the story, we jump straight into the action. We play as this dude Blazkowicz. That's a hard name to say. Anyhow, we're on a plane with this dude Fergus, and we get hit. We start to descend, but it's okay, because I go to the back of the plane and just cut everything loose so it falls out. Also, one of the engines catches fire, and when I put it out, my hand catches on fire. I literally just pat it out and suffer absolutely no injuries. Sure, okay. Anyway, some more shit happens, and I get my first trophy for shooting down a bunch of enemy planes. After that, we crash land on this beach where a huge AT-AT walker from Star Wars is attacking us. Fergus and I regroup, and we meet this guy Wyatt, who is like 12 years old and is kind of an idiot. A bunch of soldiers are pinned down by artillery, so I sneak into the base and destroy a couple of cannons. After that, we all go into this room filled with some very strange corpses. Wyatt goes to find the button to open the door. Unfortunately, he hits the button to incinerate everything in the entire room. First off, what kind of retard decided to put those two buttons next to each other, and what other fucking moron presses the one that kills everyone? Luckily, we managed to escape. Into another room where this German general that kinda looks like a pedophile makes the walls close in on us. We pass out, but he doesn't kill us. Instead, he makes me choose whether he kills Wyatt or Fergus. I chose to save Fergus because he hasn't nearly incinerated me yet. Saving Fergus earned me my second trophy. After that, the pedophile leaves and turns on the incinerator. Luckily, we managed to jump out of the window, just avoiding a massive explosion. Also, a bit of metal hit my head and I end up in a coma for 13 years. That's not a joke, the next mission is 13 years later. By the way, there are like 30 something perks in the game. You earn each one by doing things like getting 5 stealth kills, or getting 50 headshot kills. Each one earns you a trophy. This mission I got 5 perks, earning 5 trophies. After that, we wake up in a hospital in Poland and this nurse is taking care of me. Shortly after, Nazis come and take a bunch of patients, and they kill some of the staff. Oh yeah, it's World War II by the way in this game. I think I forgot to mention that. Anyhow, this Nazi comes over to kill me, but I stab him with a scalpel. I take his gun and then I escape with the nurse who is looking after me. We go to her grandparents' house or something, and it is there I learn that it has been nearly a decade and a half and the Nazis have taken over the world. Blazkowicz decides to go and find Fergus, who is most likely imprisoned in Berlin. We also beat up this Nazi and interrogate him before decapitating him with a chainsaw. After that, Blazkowicz and the girl embark on a journey to Berlin. We jump on this train, and while I'm getting coffee, this Nazi lady and her boyfriend stop and ask me a bunch of questions before they let me leave. Back in the cabin, Blazkowicz and the girl commit some very unholy acts. Also, I got another perk. After that, I sneak into the prison in Berlin where they're keeping Fergus and a bunch of other resistance fighters. This mission is mainly stealth. Not much happened, although I did kill a guy while he was peeing. Anyway, I eventually find Fergus and a few other guys, and I set them free, earning a trophy. Somehow, in the cutscene, one guy gets shot in the head, but when we cut back to gameplay, he's absolutely fine, so that was weird. After that, Fergus and I manage to escape, and we meet up with the girl. Her name is Anya, by the way. Then we make our way to a secret resistance bunker. In the next section, we go and infiltrate a Nazi facility to steal these revolutionary helicopters that will allow us to strike a bunch of targets. It was a pretty fun mission. I got 2 trophies for getting some more perks and another for finding this laser cutter. When we get back to base, I talk to Fergus, and he's really pissed off that I saved him and not Wyatt. In the next mission, we intentionally get sent to prison to find this guy who was a weapons engineering mastermind or something. On my way in, I see the old lady from the train earlier. I find the guy we need, but he refuses to leave unless we help everyone in the concentration camp escape. So, we do. I try to find this device that can control a huge mech, and I do, but on my way out, I'm caught. They decide to execute my entire group of workers. Luckily, the old guy uses the thing to sabotage the robot and it claws the Nazi lady's face, making her even more unattractive than before. After that, we manage to escape with everyone and we head back to the base. Afterwards, we go on this really annoying underwater mission in a tiny boat. It really sucked, but it's okay because it didn't last very long. The smart engineer guy told us that there's a secret base that these magical engineers made and it's underwater and it has a bunch of powerful stuff. To get there, we need to steal a submarine. To do that, I need to sneak onto a train that is going to supply a naval base where I can take the submarine. So I went ahead and did all that. During that, I got a trophy for getting a perk by stealth killing 5 Nazi commanders. Following that, we go underwater and find this big ball that we can drop on a train to stop it. I get a trophy for locating the underwater stash. After that, we head over to this bridge and drop the massive ball, absolutely destroying the bridge. I think it was a little more powerful than we expected. Anyway, I got into the train and stole the uniform of a chief scientist so I could infiltrate a Nazi base on the moon. Yes, you heard me correctly. I also got 2 trophies for getting 2 more perks. After that, we take a space shuttle to the moon where I steal some nuclear codes. On the moon, I unlock 2 more perks, earning another 2 trophies. By the way, I have been getting all the collectibles. The only reason I haven't mentioned them is because I'll just tally them all up at the end. After I got the codes, I jumped into a shuttle and crash landed on Earth. When I arrive on Earth, I'm greeted by a bunch of automatic weapon wielding Nazis. I get shot a lot and then the shuttle falls off the bridge. Luckily, I catch onto a rope and survive. After that, I fight my way through a building before making my way to this courtyard where I fight this huge transformer looking dude. I kill him and then this guy comes to pick me up. Apparently, the secret base was found and a bunch of people are dead or captured. Defeating the robot guy gave me a trophy, and I also unlocked a perk for another trophy. After that, I sneak through the home base and rescue a few people before escaping in a helicopter. We then head to a Nazi prison to try and rescue some resistance fighters. During my travels, I came across the crazy lady with the ugly face's boyfriend, and I kill him. After that, I rescue the resistance fighters before going to kill General Deathhead, the guy who killed Wyatt at the start of the game. Also, we have a flashback, and it turns out that Deathhead took Wyatt's brain, and now he's in a robot who is controlled by Deathhead, so we have to kill him. Anyway, we defeat Deathhead, but then he lets a grenade off, killing himself and mortally wounding me.
Glasgow, do you read? Am I clear to fire? You're clear.
Then Fergus fires on the base and the credits roll. I got a trophy for completing the game and another for ending Wyatt's suffering. During the game, I got 7 trophies for getting all of the different collectibles, leaving me with 29 out of 50 trophies. After that, I jumped into the first mission to go and get the trophy for saving Wyatt instead of Fergus. During the same mission, I found a spot where 20 to 30 enemies spawned, so I could just keep reloading the checkpoint to grind out all of the perks I'd missed. Getting all of the perks brought me up to 48 out of 50 trophies. Now, there are 2 trophies for beating the game on the hardest difficulty, Uber. Thankfully, there is a glitch where you only have to play the final mission on the hardest difficulty, and you'll still get the trophy, so that's exactly what I did. I honestly expected it to be a lot worse than it actually was. To be fair, I did have all of the perks and a bunch of health upgrades by then. I also followed a really good video guide. Completing the mission on Uber gave me 2 trophies, making it a perfect game. There you have it, thanks for watching, now go and check out this video where I platinum Battlefield 5.